What's going on, YouTube? Rob A again, and today we're going to be taking a look at some dumb luck. Yes, it's Transformers Prime Skyquake. And I gotta be honest with you, I never thought in a million years that I would actually find this guy in store and pick him up. I honestly never even bothered looking for Skyquake because I figured, you know, it was just kind of a write-off. I was never gonna find him, so why bother? But lo and behold, I was in Toys R Us yesterday and just happened to, you know, flip through the Transformers, see if they maybe had Blitzwing and Springer, and here he was hanging out behind Thundertron. So yeah, Robots in Disguise, Transformers Prime, Skyquake. So as you probably can tell, or if you didn't, now you can tell, he is a repaint of Dreadwing. Comes with the same sword accessory and a slightly retooled gun accessory. And as far as I can tell, it doesn't really look like anything's different about him other than the color. But we'll have to get him in hand to really see any differences. First thing I did notice is he has all this silver detailing on his robot picks in the back, and his vehicle mode in the back here. And I don't see any of that silver lining, so I may have to go at this guy with a silver marker or something, but we'll see. We'll see. But alright, he comes with a light-up pulse cannon. He is a Decepticon. He was in the show for 2 episodes, and he's got some technical data back here. So you can see his technical data. Fairly decent. He's not very skilled, which is kind of odd, because it seemed like he was a little more skilled than that, or should be a little more skilled than that. Endurance is very high. That's not true. He died in 1 episode. Let's see. Skyquake. Buried for ages, sealed in a state of low function that was not quite stasis lock, Skyquake waited for the day his Lord Megatron might need him. He has the power to shake the very world to its foundation. The Autobots will learn to feel terror once again at the hands of Skyquake. Yeah, I don't know. But on the back you can see he's got a co-cell with Thundertron. So you may want to keep an eye out in your local Toys R Us stores, because this guy may actually be shipping with, I guess, reissues of Thundertron in the first Ultra Magnus mold. So I don't know, but keep an eye out for that. And yeah, let's get this guy open and see what he's like in hand. Alright guys, so here we have Skyquake, and here he is in vehicle mode, and you can tell pretty quickly that the mold is, I don't know, it feels a bit tired. Like the stuff does not plug together quite as nicely as it did on Dreadwing. And I don't know if you can see this right here, but I have some serious stress marks going on the tail fins, just trying to plug those guys in. So that's kind of a concern. But as you can see, it's the same exact mold as Dreadwing here. There are no differences. There's not even any real differences in paint applications, other than this guy gets 2 more paint apps. He gets, or no, he doesn't even get more. He just gets them in different places. Never mind, because Dreadwing has silver paint here, where Skyquake has silver paint around the cockpit. It would have been nice, considering that it is a repaint, if they could have put a little more money into it and given it some of the silver detailing like it shows on the packaging, or a little bit of the camo pattern that Skyquake had in the television show. That said, I mean, if you're unfamiliar with this toy, then I'll kind of go over it a little bit. It's a nice jet. I mean, it's obviously cool looking. It holds together fairly well. There is this big doofy piece kind of just sticking out of the front. That's kind of annoying. And underneath, it's just way too thick and blocky to be any kind of a real jet. But I mean, it's not bad. It does what it needs to do to effectively get across the aesthetic of the figure, or of the character rather, in his jet mode and in his robot mode. And I think it does that successfully. So to transform this guy, we want to just unplug or unclip the wing sections, which are this is going to be fun times, let me tell you. Alright, so we'll flip up these parts of the wings, the names of which are escaping me right now, and we'll just kind of untab these guys. Ooh, there we go. Scary, scary stuff. And then we're going to come down here and untab the tail fins from the sides of the jet, and then pull the legs down, untab these, pull the legs down. You'll see these tabs go into the underside of the wings there. And now we're going to untab the sides of the cockpit here and just kind of fold these back and out of the way. Basically, we're just making a big old mess of this guy at the beginning. Alright, so once we have that done, we're going to take this whole hip assembly and just pull it out and kind of get it out of the way so we can get the arms kind of out here. Just going to push those up. And now we can take the hips and put them back down, or put them down rather. This tail fin is going to come up a little bit just to kind of get it clear. And as you can see, he's just a big mess right now. So we're going to fold the hips together and clip them at the crotch. Fun times. Push out his little feeties. And we're going to push these back to kind of be support for his feet, and we'll push those in. So they go back and then in, and that should tighten them up nicely so they can actually hold the weight of the figure. Up here at the top, we are going to split the underside of the nose cone here, and then push these silver bits out, just like so. And we'll fold up the landing gear. This clear piece will come out, and then the nose cone itself will go back, and then we're going to stick that whole piece through the there's an opening in the back of the robot here, or back of the figure. I'll just push that all through, and then the parts of the body will just come up and clip together, and that's basically his torso right there. We want to flip his arms around and down to kind of get those good and in their proper spot. Turn around, adjust his shoulder pads however you like. There we go. We'll flip his head up and then down, kind of just clip that into place. It holds very loosely, but it does hold. And now on the back, his wings, and this can be a pain. We just want to pull his wings out and to the side, and they'll kind of sit down a little bit lower on his back. And then this piece will come up and kind of clip back there, kind of holding everything in place. And let me get this adjusted a little bit. Whoop. Adjusted a little less than that. There we go. And there we have Skyquake. Yay for Skyquake. Now he does come with weapons. This wonderful Powerizer gimmick. He also comes with his sword, so you can hold that in his hand there. And this is his weapon. It turns into a something. It lights up as it's doing that. So he can't really. It's not terribly show accurate, and what's more, he can't really hold it from underneath, just because of the way his hand is designed. But I mean, you can attach the sword to it, I suppose, and kind of, sort of have him hold. Yeah, it doesn't really work. So the best you're gonna get is just having him hold it, and then like so, and that's a bummer, but it is, you know, it is what it is. And you have to hold this thing back in order to keep that forward, which is rather annoying, but anyone that's familiar with these MechTech weapons already knows how obnoxious they are and how glad I am to be rid of them. Alright, so let's compare him quickly to Dreadwing here. And yeah, as you can see, they are the same toy. But it is nice to have the brothers together. And yeah, I mean, as far as recommendations go, I don't know how hard this figure is going to ultimately be to find. If you have Dreadwing, I don't think it's necessary to go out of your way for it. I mean, it doesn't improve anything on the Dreadwing mold. It doesn't hold together any better that I can tell, at least. But I mean, if you really want the brothers to be together, then, you know, go for it. I certainly wouldn't recommend against it. It's still a fun toy. It's cool. I like him in the green, actually. It looks really nice. I love the paint on his head. It still is the rubber head, but it really doesn't. It's really not a big deal. It's actually better because the way that it goes in and out for transformation, you can easily see like the paint getting destroyed on a solid plastic head. But yeah, I mean, he's cool. If you want him, sure, go for it. I wouldn't go crazy and pay over retail for him. I don't think he's worth that. He doesn't have a lot of paint apps. The weapon is still ridiculous and stupid. But, you know, if you're a completist, whatever, go for it, guys. You know, just be sure that you know exactly what you're getting into. It is the exact same mold as Dreadwing, and yeah, you'll be fine for it. Yeah, so I think that's going to do it for this review. I want to thank you guys so very much, as always, for watching. Be sure to hit that like button and give me some feedback, and definitely subscribe if you haven't already. Yeah, I love having some new subscribers. It's very, very exciting for me. We're doing things. We're shaking. We're moving. We're grooving. Yeah, but that's going to do it for now. Thank you guys so very much, as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.